Yeah, this is amazing. And you know what? I've seen so many people from all different lines of sponsorship out there. You know, from all different states. It's like everybody's represented in this one room. It's like a melting pot. Don't you get that feeling? So congratulations for being here. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm more excited today than I've ever been about this company, about where we're headed, about the lives that we're changing and continue to change. Just know that it's so important to keep this business simple. Would everybody agree with me there? Yes. And I'm really excited to partner up with Bonnie Church. She is awesome. And to share with you a new brand that we're birthing. We're going to have a big baby. Called Allthingsageless. Now, a lot of people, I was supposed to clap, I forgot. Oh, yeah. No, I was supposed to clap for Michael. Where is he?
He's right there.
Okay. Oh, Mike. How you doing? Okay, I got it. I've never specialized in anything. I've been with Market America now for 23 years. And loving it more than ever. And people, you will say to me, well, why are you still doing it? I don't have to do this business, but I love it. I'm passionate. I'm passionate about helping other people, and I know that we have the best thing out there. It's a business. And it's an amazing business. So, like I said, I've never specialized in anything except now. And it's all things ageless. And why? Because, I'm telling you why, and we are a system, a simple and elegant system where we can help the aging baby boomers become healthy, wealthy, and stay young and beautiful. Now, getting old is inevitable, right? We're all going to get old. But staying young, beautiful, healthy is optional. That's what All Things Ageless is all about. And it's about, you know, shop.com and the shopping annuity is phenomenal. But what people don't realize is this is about BV, first and foremost, and IBV for everything else. That's what All Things Ageless is all about, but the market is absolutely huge. It's the most valuable generation, the most valuable market out there is with the baby boomers. And if you look at the statistics, we're 80 million strong. There's 80 million baby boomers.
There you go.
I mean, come on. 68% of us shop online. We hold 70% of the nation's disposable income, meaning extra income that you don't have to pay on, you know, your gas, electric, mortgage, whatever. We hold 70% of disposable income, so we have more money than anybody, right? We buy 50% of all consumer goods. And 50% of all online purchases are from baby boomers. So do you think the market's great? What about social media and internet savvy? I say to my mom, she's on Facebook more than I am. And she goes, well, if I'm not on Facebook, I don't even know what you guys are up to.
That's true.
Right? I can never stay connected to my family if I'm not on social media. But think about this. I mean, this is absolutely huge. This generation is enormous, and we drive every major trend out there. Every major trend follows the baby boomers. You know, when we were getting married, home sales surged. First-time home buyers, right? It surged. When we were having kids, disposable diapers sales surged. When our kids were buying automobiles, car sales surged. Well, what do you think's happening now with the baby boomers? What do they want? What do they want? We are bringing everything under one umbrella.
Absolutely.
Everything the baby boomer wants. Now they want to stay healthy. They don't want to take prescription drugs. Right? They want to stay healthy. Isotonics, Prime, you name it. We got all the health and nutrition products There are. Would everybody agree ours is superior? Yes. I mean, they're amazing. Amazing. What else? They want to stay young. Lumiere de Vie, our skincare lines, we got it. They want to stay beautiful. Motives Cosmetics. Motives by Lala, we got it. And they want to build a retirement or rebuild what they lost in the economic downturn. They need to rebuild. Baby boomers need that. Look what's happened. And we got it with the shopping annuity. So we took everything and put it under one umbrella with Allthingsageless. And we're going to keep it simple and elegant, and you're going to hear all about it. We want to cultivate trust and loyalty in the products. First and foremost, the baby boomers do not want to get old. They will buy whatever to stay young, right? So if you can get them loyal to the product, and they trust the product, and then they trust the business plan, you got them. It's that simple. But they gotta love the product and gotta be loyal to that product, and the shopping annuity becomes a no-brainer. Would everybody agree with me? Yes. We provide hundreds of products that can be purchased online. You know, the baby boomer, they're more about being at home, being able to build a business wherever, because they're travelers. They love to go on vacation. They don't have, just one location. They can be anywhere and build a business. And honestly, they don't have 45 years. There you go. Right? They just don't. So the market is absolutely huge. We have everything the baby boomer needs. We're keeping it simple. When you see this system, it'll blow you away. It's getting better and better, what Bonnie and I are doing. And this is something that just happened. Divine intervention. It was like Bonnie came to my house one day. At the same time, we both said the same thing and went, this is a huge market. Yes. Like, we've got it all. Why aren't we tapping into this one market? I mean, how many here are 50 and over? Can you please stand, you baby boomers? Yeah. Look at this! All right, wait. How many people stay standing? You can't sit. Come on. How many people know somebody that's 50 and over? Stand. Come on. Come on, don't lie. You're all standing. Every one of you is standing. Now you can sit. Thank you very much. So this is you. This is Bonnie. This is Kathy. This is all of us. Yes. Are affected by this generation, which is absolutely huge and the most valuable generation ever. Yeah. So what we want to show you, hold on a second. What we want to show you is the products. Because let's face it, BV in our product line, that's how we all get paid. We also get paid on IBV. But when you have loyalty to a product, and when people see that what they're already buying, they can actually buy somewhere else from themselves at a discounted price and feed their shopping annuity, they get it. So Bonnie's here to tell you about the product. Yeah.
Well, the big reveal today is that Elizabeth isn't 30-something.
Right?
I'm going to do a very short primer on the processes that affect the aging, okay? You're going to hear some things like telomeres. How many of you have ever heard of telomeres? They're the little caps at the end of every one of your chromosomes, and every time a cell divides, they get shorter and shorter. And we know...
Put the mic close.
Put it up here. Can you guys hear me back there? All right. I feel like Amy Grant. Hi, Kelly. But we know that as the telomeres divide and they get shorter, that shortened telomeres are associated with every disease related to aging. Heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, cancer. And then mitochondria. You know, I know little Skyla and Tristan, I mean, they're energetic little souls, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, our babies, you know, they're running around like crazy, and that's because their mitochondria is fully functioning and they have a lot of it. As we get older, our mitochondria, which is the little engine in each of our cells that converts our food into fuel, or ATP, as we get older, our mitochondria diminishes. And then there's immune issues. Our immune goes out of whack, and we start getting aches and pains that we didn't have before, and we're more vulnerable to things like cancer. And then there's the hormonal issues, where women grow beards and men look pregnant, okay? So, you know what I'm talking about? I saw y'all standing up there, okay? But the things that kind of drive the deterioration of the telomeres, the mitochondria, et cetera, and get our hormones out of whack are some things that you're probably familiar with. Oxidation, which is like cellular rust. It's rusting out on the inside. Glycation, which is cellular gunk. If you've gone to the doctor and they tell you you have a high A1C, that's glycated hemoglobin. That's from the junk that you've been eating for too many years, or maybe you've been smoking or drinking too much alcohol. You build up glycation in your system. We actually have products that clean that up. Inflammation, that's like a blowtorch on the inside, and radiation, that's a blowtorch on the outside. You know, a lot of people tell me, they said, you know, aging is a matter of genetics. Well, here are twins from the same litter. A dog person, obviously. From the same family, they're the same age, okay? One was a smoker, one was not, okay? And smoking sets in motion oxidation, glycation, inflammation, and radiation. Okay, we also know that supplementation can make a huge difference. Here are some mice. These are from the same litter. Okay. The two on the top, they're the same age, and then what they did is they knocked out the D receptor sites in that poor little mouse on the left, and you can see what happened. So it's not just a matter of genetics, it's diet, it's lifestyle, it's supplementation that makes the difference in the aging process. Well, the good news is this. We have the products to slow down and even reverse the aging process. And what we can't heal on the outside and the inside, we can prime it, we can cover it up, and we can set it with motives, right? Okay. So, you know, what I've done is I've broken this down into 3 things that are essentials. If you did nothing but sold people on the TLS weight loss solution, it shouldn't be called the TLS weight loss solution. It should be called the TLS anti-aging solution, because it's anti-inflammatory, it's anti-glycation. I mean, it does everything we need to stay young. We eat in a balanced manner. We balance our blood sugar 1 meal at a time, 1 snack at a time. We exercise. We manage stress. If you just did what TLS told you to do, you're going a long way to staying younger longer, and that is absolutely a scientific fact, and you can verify that. But also, if you just sold the Isotonics Daily Essentials Kit, or in the Heart Health Omega-3, right there, those 3 things, or those 2 things with the TLS concept, I mean, you are really helping someone stay younger longer, and they are going to notice the difference. But you know what All Things Ageless is about? It really is about carrying on conversations with people to make it easy for you to build a case for the things that we have. And one of the conversations that I have consistently with people these days is with a baby boomer, because you know baby boomers are very relational. And they won't buy unless they like you, and they gotta love your brand. And once once they love your brand, they're gonna stick with it. Would all you 50-somethings agree with that? Yes. Okay, so the conversation I have with people is, you know, I love juicing. Because what's so great about juicing is you get rid of all the obstacles to absorbing the nutrients. The problem is juicing is darn messy. How many of you guys have ever been on a juice fast? I mean, it takes you like 45 minutes to make it and clean up the mess, correct? It's time consuming. I mean, you got to get in the car. You can't just have a lot of vegetables in the house that you're going to juice. You got to pretty much go back for your organic fresh veggies every couple days. For me, that's a 45-minute proposition. Plus, that doesn't even include how much time it takes to make the juice, right? And then juicing is a crapshoot, because if you don't have a good juicer, that you have one that whirs at too high a rate and creates heat, it breaks down the enzymes and it breaks down the antioxidants. So that again is expensive too. If you have those slow cold pressed juicers, I mean, you're talking $300, $400, $500. And you don't know what you're getting because you don't know what was deteriorated in the process. And it's not like something you can't make a bunch of it and store it in the refrigerator because it'll deteriorate there. And it costs me, I went to the Earth Fair just recently. I thought, well, you know, if I wanted to cover my bases, I want to have blueberries, I want to have a good green base, I want to have carrots, I want to have beets, I want to add some other things to that. It's going to cost me about $12 a day to juice, if not more. So juicing is a good thing, but I don't necessarily want to mess with it. I don't necessarily have the time. I don't necessarily want to spend the money, and I want to know what I'm getting in my system. Well, I found a way to have a magic elixir, the Ageless Elixir, with a Daily Essentials kit. It's very simple. You just mix a few caps of this or that, drink an 8-ounce glass of water. It's quick. I know what I'm getting because it's on the label, and it costs me from $1.58 a day to $2.33 a day if you get the little packets. Do you see where I'm coming from? So, I mean, that Daily Essentials, that appeals. Everybody, we talked about it a little bit at your party, Nancy. Everybody buys this product when we compare it to something they're familiar with. That's how baby boomers think. Keep that in mind. Our Daily Essentials is such a great alternative. And you guys know, I know Dr. D is going to be talking today, and I was going to go through and kind of laundry list everything you're getting with the Daily Essentials. But just know you're getting a phenomenal micronutrient base. You're getting a B vitamin that the body can actually absorb. When you're over 50, do you know your ability to absorb B12 in particular because of intrinsic factor, they call it, deterioration, diminishes? Okay, so this is a B vitamin that the over 50 can absorb. Literally. Because when you get to a certain age, the microflora in your system and your stomach acids changes. You don't absorb things like you did when you were younger. I would not take a micronutrient multivitamin unless it was isotonized because I wouldn't know what I was able to absorb. You get that? Okay, and then it's got OPC3, which is the mother of all fire extinguishers, guys, right? Who here has an OPC3 testimonial? And that you get calcium with magnesium. You need magnesium for every vital process in your body. And vitamin D3, you saw that poor mouse without adequate vitamin D3, okay? We need vitamin D3. So that Daily Essentials is really an ageless elixir.
It's essential.
It's essential. So, if you sell people on the Daily Essentials, and then let's talk a little bit about radiation. This guy is a truck driver. The left side of his face was the side that faces the window while he was driving in a truck. Okay, so you can see what sun damage does to you. Well, we've got a cellular age-defying sunscreen that is 50
That
plus.
is my favorite product.
Yes.
In the whole line of microbiome products.
Yeah, 50 SPF. Plus it has this. I told you about telomeres, those little caps at the end of your chromosomes. Every time a cell divides, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter. This has ingredients in it that protect and have even been shown in some cases to lengthen telomeres, the telomeres in your skin. So if we focus on just a couple of things, our Daily Essentials are omega-3, and I want to say something about omega-3. Omega-3, I would be hard-pressed if someone said, which products, if you could only take one, what would it be? Omega-3 would be right up there. If your omega-3 levels are deficient, we talk about hormonal imbalances, then you have inflammation at the receptor sites in your body. So your body can't uptake the hormones that it needs to take, and it gets your hormones all out of whack. But also for heart health, brain health, your body's going to create neuroreceptors in your brain whether you eat omega-3s or not, but it's going to create it from your glazed donuts and french fries if you have inadequate levels of omega-3, and they're going to be warped, they're going to be deformed, and they're going to be inflamed. So these 3 products, let's just say you have a party and a get-together, and this is all you focus on. And remember this, guys, you got to be very careful about recommending a picnic basket full of supplements for someone. Yeah. Because it's going to freak them out, because there are financial constraints. You got to build a case for the brand, and then the baby boomer will buy everything from you because they trust the brand. That's in market research. I mean, this is not something Elizabeth and I are making up. So build a brand with things that are affordable and build a case for that. And we're going to show you how, and there's going to be tools that Elizabeth and I are working on that will help you to build that case.
Simple.
Keep it simple, keep it elegant. But here's the math. Sell your daily essentials, Omega, and a sunscreen at an All Things Ageless get together. Okay, if you had 2 customers and they bought just those 3 things, you're making $140 retail profit and you're generating 248 BV. That $140 in retail profit, that pays for the application. The 248 BV, that qualifies an 001, and you have 48 BV to place. So you're getting, you can help someone get started with that. 2 people, All Things Ageless, go ahead.
Can I just say something? You know, when somebody's interested in the business, seriously, the first thing you should do is have a product party for them.
There you go.
You know, whether it's Allthingsageless, whether it's, you know, the health and wellness, whether it's Motives Cosmetics, to get them doing the business before they even get started. Now they've got some customers, and then it's simple, you guys.
Yes.
They're already, it's all about BB and IBV, right?
Yep. Yeah.
BB, I mean, you're helping them get started. They've already got their customers, and out of those people that come to their party, now they're not trying to recruit anybody. It's when they try to recruit people that people don't come.
Yeah.
But if they're just inviting them to a party, you can identify 2 key people from that party, just 2 to sit down and show the plan to.
Yep.
I want them to lead me to people right away. That is the best way.
Woo! Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, multiply that. An ATA get together. We're gonna be way over. Okay, $700 retail profit pays for application. UFMS convention ticket. $131 left over. 1 free daily essentials kit and 1 free omega-3. Qualifies 3 centers and gives them 940 BV to place. This is not complicated, and that takes us to the shopping annuity.
No, but it's simple.
Yeah.
But you just got to do the legwork. It's like people just sign people up, hoping they show up, hoping they get customers. Seriously, and then you wonder where they go. You gotta work in the trenches. That's
Right.
how we all made it. It just didn't happen. We all worked really hard.
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, it's worth it because it's true residual income. And I love it. But let's go over the shopping annuity because that's,
Yes.
can I please?
Oh yeah.
Let's go over the shopping annuity because I want you to think about this. You know, I called the bank the other day and I said, what can you give me? What is the best interest rate I can get for my money? No, it's 0. I'm like, 0? Well, yeah, if you put it in for like this long, you can get 0.01. 0.01? Really? Seriously, you are not gonna, you know, you can't invest your money and hope to get a good return with a bank. Would everybody agree with me? Okay? And an annuity, in your traditional annuity, you gotta come up with a lot of money to be able to fund that annuity. So that in how many years later you can take the 4% out of that annuity and be able to live. Now, those were the old days, right? When you could actually live in an annuity. Think about it. If you want to earn $300 a month with an annuity, you got to have $95,000 in there. Does anybody have $95,000 they could just put in to make $300 a month? I mean, this is real nowadays. It's not like it used to be, guys, anymore. So you've got to really think about it. And that's why the shopping annuity attracts the baby boomers. Okay,
Yes.
we're going to go over that. $400 to earn $1,500 a month. You need $450,000 in the bank. You guys, this is 4%. We're talking 0.01. We're being very generous here. There's no way you can do it nowadays. You know, and go all the way down to the $36,000 a month. You need $12 million. We have a way where you can create an annuity called a shopping annuity. It's the 2 to 3 year plan. First of all, you know, I want you to think about this. Investments are a lot different to a 60-year-old than a 30-year-old. Right?
Yes.
They don't have a lot of time. They got 2 to 3 years. They have 2 to 3 years to be able to build a shopping annuity. And it just makes sense. Why not buy from yourself? All you're doing is redirecting the money you're already spending for the things you're already spending them on to get superior products at cost, or shopping at the stores that you're going to shop at anyway. Why not redirect that money through your own portal and create a shopping annuity. It just makes sense. And if everybody does that, and 2 gets 2 and 2 gets 2, you guys, it doesn't take a lot of people to create a 6-figure residual income. It just doesn't. The baby boomers want to earn cash back from home, okay? They want those deals with Shop Buddy, right? They want those deals with the hot deals. They want to build a business from home or on vacation. They're at a point in their life where they want to have fun, right? They want to stay home and they want to travel and they don't want to have to be in one spot, okay? They're more home-centered. And create in 2 to 3 years what it would take decades to create the old-fashioned way. This is so appealing to the baby boomer. They don't have a lot of time. They're already spending the money. They have the most discretionary income. We have the best products that do what they say they do. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
I can tell you want to get in there. I can tell. Seriously, she's a girl after my own heart. I mean, this girl, when this all clicked, I was like, oh, Bonnie, I don't even have to do this business. What are you doing to me, man? But you know, I'm doing it because it's going to be huge. I don't do anything unless it's going to be huge.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I built the business. This is going to be so huge. And what Bonnie and I have put together is the site, Allthingsageless. I don't know if you've been on it.
Oh, yeah.
Been on it, okay. And it's a way to build this business. And this is going to be so simple, so simple that anybody's going to be able to do it because we're going to keep it simple and elegant.
Absolutely.
So why don't you go over the site and the
Okay,
blogs
all right,
and all
really
that.
quickly, and you stay up here. Okay, on our site, what you need to do is you need to write down a password, ageless. Ageless. You need to write down the password, ageless, and it's all caps. When you go to the site, there are blogs. And Elizabeth, we've talked about this is a safe place to send your prospects.
Yes.
We have volunteer bloggers, but they are sworn to honor, you know, the relationship that you have developed with your people. And we had someone that contacted us, they say, oh, I want to know more about this stuff. I read a blog by Bonnie Philo, said, get back to the person who invited you to the site
to the blog.
and ask them about blank, blank, blank. We are not going to, this is going to be pure-hearted good for the team, right?
I mean, seriously, my reputation is everything. I don't need a person. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Can you imagine if somebody went to the site and I sponsored them in? I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Stop, really.
Yes.
This is going to be a site where you can feel safe to send anybody to, and we're going to send them back.
Yes.
You know, and it's
Right.
not even that they're going to get in touch with us because we only got one person to get in touch with us.
Right, yep.
You're going to follow up with the person you send there and send the blog to. You're going to do the follow-up.
Yeah.
And even if you screw up, we're going to send them back to you.
And understand this. That's right. Understand this. How this business is built, and this is something hanging out with Elizabeth, I'm learning more and more. We have all these myths about how Elizabeth builds the business. She's like Laura Lair. She's a friend, make a machine. She builds relationships. She asks the right questions. And when she identifies pain in that person's life that the business or products can resolve, then she says, if I could solve that, would you like more information? She's not one. Yeah, she keeps it simple. And so the blog, the site is just to help you carry on in conversations because some of you have struggled with that. We've got a survey, and the survey is awesome. And people have been using this. We just test marketed it with a team of, everybody did 50 surveys.
33 people
Yes.
are pioneers.
Yeah,
right?
our pioneers that did 50 surveys, and they're talking to us about selling $1,000 in products, $500 in products, just by asking people the questions on the survey. We don't have time to go over that, so you're going to have to go to Allthingsageless, password ageless, and look at the survey. Print it off and say, listen, I'm working with a company, they're developing a new brand, we're trying to identify what the baby boomer would like. Could you please fill this out? And what you're going to have is you're going to figure out what they want, right, Sarah? Our precious Sarah helped us to graphically design the survey.
Oh,
Thank
Sarah!
You. Yes, Sarah. Yes, Sarah. Yeah. That's Sarah. Okay, the blog. This is so important. Let me tell you about this blog, okay? The blog is like, we just got things that we know that the baby boomers are talking about. And you can send people a blog. So we're teaching people that have trouble squeaking out a hello to be able to private message someone on Facebook or email them and say, hey, I thought you'd be interested in this. Elizabeth Weber's blog there, 30,000 views, okay, in the first week. And this is a perfect blog to send to that person who's in network marketing, and this is how I'm using it. I'm saying, hey, you know, I know you're really excited about your business, and I probably know they're not, but sometimes you gotta lie a little bit. But I just want to share this with you with someone who's incredibly successful. You go, girl, cheering you on. And then you know what? It opens their mind. They're thinking like, oh my gosh, look at this successful person. And she's not hard selling a Market America, she's just sharing her story. If you want to know about telomeres, mitochondria, I've done some blogs on that. We got Nancy Miller-Ely, who's working with us, Dr. Stephen Mercer.
Hey, I know you're looking for a great skincare line. Thought you'd enjoy this blog.
Beautiful. Yep.
That's it. Or I know you're traveling next month. Thought you'd enjoy this travel blog.
Yep.
I mean,
right.
and it opens the door. It's so simple.
Yes. Please send to my telomere blog. I only got 3,000 views. Just saying. A little hard.
This works, guys, because most people have challenges just starting that conversation.
Absolutely. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
they end up recruiting you.
Yeah.
They really do.
And also make sure that you like our All Things Ageless Facebook page, because it's an easy way to share blogs. Thank you, Craig. All right. Okay, Elizabeth, is there anything else we need to say about the website?
I just want to end with this. Our mission on our statement as knowing you can change opinions, you can change hairstyles, and habits over and over again, and it's still you.
Amen.
Right? I need glasses. Embracing those days when you feel joy and days that you don't. Embracing every day. Savoring the moments you walk in serenity and forgiving yourself for days that you don't, right? And letting go of the image and letting the honest to goodness real person appear. Right? Yeah. Letting the honest to goodness real person appear. You know, success means something different to everybody.
Yeah.
It's whatever makes you happy, you know, and it doesn't matter if you're making, I don't care how much money, we all still bring something to this world.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
And I guess as you get older, you don't worry about things anymore.
Nope.
Not like I used to.
Yep.
You know, so agelessness is a mindset. And, you know, you're only as young or old as you feel.
As long as you feel.
And with these products and the shopping annuity and these relationships and these friends and this Market America family, we're all in this together. So we just want to thank everybody. We're excited. We're going to have the system set up.